Hi, my name is Leanne Martinez, and I just wanted to ask you your input on tribal trust funds because I graduated in June of 2013 and received mine in September, 2 months later. And I was just curious as what your thoughts were about graduating in order to receive your trust fund because I feel that it's necessary, to understand what to do with your future and your money, you need an education. And I found that with a lot of my peers, they just, once they received it, they weren't interested in high school anymore. And if you don't have high school, you don't have college. If you don't have college, you don't have a future.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you what your input was about that.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. That is wonderful. Thank you. That type of an attitude and thought process is going to make you a leader in the future. So thank you for that. I agree wholeheartedly. I think we need to have in place that type of a requirement. A few years ago, the Tribal Council put out a survey asking our membership that very question. What do you want us to do? Do you think we should put that type of a qualification in place? And those that responded said yes. The majority of the people that responded said yes. And so I think we definitely have to do that. So yeah, very good, very good.
As a youth, following that question, what other, like that great idea for the youth, what other rules or any other regulations we're going to have for the potential youth of our tribe? Because we have to for sure fix things now, but what other things do we have that will impact youth for my generation or even like for kids younger and for the future? What other things do we have?
As it relates to per capita or?
Yes, just what other stuff do we have like that? Like what are we changing, like the per capita, the rules, anything else that will help and keep our, not only us safe, but our tribal members and our kids and everything else? What are we fixing that will affect later on?
Well, I mean, obviously, we're talking about the per capita. Putting those rules in place is definitely a good start. I think what we're talking about here in developing our tribe for our future is just that. Figuring out the areas that we need to address with the youth, with our elders, with everybody. Where do we want to go? As far as the youth are concerned, we have youth programs, but we could always do more and support them more. Our higher ed program is one that we need to continue to support, and somehow, some way, I would love to create a perpetual education fund, a trust fund that is always going to be there, kind of like what we have with the permanent trust fund, where we know there's going to be a pot of money there forever. Now, obviously, to get there, we're going to need to generate more revenue and start saving money. And so that's some of the things that I think we can and should do moving forward. So, but again, that's my thoughts. I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? What can we do for the youth? What are your thoughts and ideas about what we can do to improve our tribe, to develop our tribe, to take care of the needs of the youth?
Now, Tim, I'm actually not a part of the tribe, but I think that because I'm working with you on developing campaigns that I think will be effective to reach the young people, and I truly love the young ladies standing up and voicing their opinion about money and resources for the future and how kids are going to use that money. One of the things that you and I talked about, getting involved in programs that have to do with anti-bullying, violence, drug prevention. What are your views on actually those topics and how you address young people? I mean, what do you have planned to actually deal with young people in the tribe who really are going down the wrong path? They're not really understanding that the money's not supposed to be used for them to just have a rebel life, but actually to empower them to actually make a difference. What are your viewpoints on that when it comes to encouraging young people to actually think about ways in which they can invest and do things to actually use the money to actually better themselves?
Well, one of the things that we actually have now is a junior achievement. We participate in junior achievement. A few years ago, one of our members, a couple of our members got that started, where they're able to get financial education, you know, and so I would think we need to continue to support that. Obviously, you know, having those types of financial education resources available to our youth is going to be vital, and we need to continue to support those and try and develop those even more, make them more accessible to our youth. I know in the school, in Chief Leschi School, am I doing something here? At Chief Leschi School, they have a program that teaches the youth about, you know, money management and that type of thing. So we need to continue to support that. You wait for the mic here. Sorry.
Did they recently add that money management class? Because I didn't take any kind of money management class throughout high school at Chief Leschi until I went to junior achievement my 11th and 12th grade years. So I don't
Okay.
think they have a money management class.
My understanding in working with one of the teachers there is they teach that type of a class. It may not be life skills, yeah. I've taught job readiness training there for the last few years, and working with the teacher there, she'd mentioned, so that's where I was getting that whether it's investment or you know, that type of a class, I'm not sure, but it's money management, you know, how to handle your day-to-day affairs. Yeah. Can we get the mic over here?
I guess what I'm thinking after hearing from Leanne and the other youth is maybe there needs to be more rigorous involvement with our youth. And I know a few years ago they had a job fair out at Chief Leschi, and I know a couple years ago they used to have Unity in the community events. I went to them with my kids, and so it sounds like we need more rigorous involvement with our community.
Yeah. Give our youth opportunities to be involved with our community. Yeah. Any other comments about this particular topic of youth, of community involvement? Any other ideas of where we can go, where you want our tribe to go in the future?
I do have a comment about my daughter. She did take the class to get her house, and that class really helped her to proceed in getting a house. And the $10,000 payment, the down payment, that program that they had, it was a class, it wasn't a program. But that did really help her. She was the second person to own a house at the age of 18. So I'd like to see more classes like that for the youth.
So that's like a first-time home buyer type?
Yeah, it was a first-time home buyers
Okay, yeah.
class.
Yeah, I just recently saw the graduating class of this year's. You know, there were several of them that were posted on there. So, yeah, we have those resources. I think we need to continue to support them and continue to get the word out and encourage our members to take advantage of them.